Every time you pop your collar, you know you're gonna get laid on Valentine's Day. Every time I pop my collar, that's when I get laid, and I only pop my collar on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day isn't about cheap chocolate and roses. Valentine's Day is about getting pussy. That's what I do on Valentine's Day. I find a bitch if I don't got a bitch at that time, and I fuck her. I fuck her with my cock. She says, "Baby, why didn't you get me anything for Valentine's Day?" I say, "I did. I got you my cock and your pussy. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll come on your chest in the shape of a heart, bitch."
I think people give corporations a hard time on Valentine's Day. They're people too. They want us to fall in love. They want us to have a good time. Just because they want all of our money and they don't care how they get it, that doesn't mean they don't care about us. Do you think Philip Morris doesn't want us to find love? Why else would he make those heart-shaped cigarettes on Valentine's Day? I mean, they only cost 3 times as much.
This is the only thing. This is the only present that I'll be giving you bitches today. And after I give it to you, you better immediately be putting it on my hard cock.
Valentine's Day, teaching children the incorrect shape of hearts since 1902. The year planes were invented. Coincidence? Probably.
What love can you show other than your penis? You could give them some roses. But I'll tell you this, ladies, my dick doesn't have any thorns on it. It smells a lot better than a rose. It smells like semen and old socks.
I remember when I was in grade school, Valentine's Day could get pretty hectic. I mean, I remember my first Valentine's Day. There's this girl I liked, but she had a boyfriend. So I cut off his face and stapled it to the inside of her locker. He actually survived. They resuscitated him on the way to the hospital, and that was the first day I tasted failure. A taste I would, unfortunately, be quite familiar with.
I used to think, fuck it, it's Valentine's Day. Don't have one. Give my mom something. But all I really know how to give people were my penis. So that was an awkward Valentine's Day, Mom, huh? Sorry about that penis thing that I made you touch with your vagina.
I think that movie Valentine's Day is a great idea. It's just another way for corporations to make the money that they deserve from us. We live in a capitalistic government. I don't know if you understand what that means, but I do.
You think I'm a little bit perverted, maybe. Maybe you think I'm a little shallow. But I got a heart just like everybody else. And on Valentine's, it grows 3 times the size. Kind of like the Grinch on Christmas. I used to give the ladies heart-shaped pizzas from Domino's. Nothing more romantic than a bunch of hot sauce and melting cheese and old burnt sausage on a heart-shaped pizza. Hard crust. It's just not a good idea, guys, to put a ring in there. Because I lost my fiance. Choked on the ring. That's what the doctor said, but it was probably a piece of old sausage. My sausage. From my penis. That's what I'm talking about. Not the ring or the sausage. My penis is the sausage.
We live in a capitalistic society, so if you aren't buying shit, if you aren't seeing movies, you might as well live in Russia, you freebooter.
I know women, and I know they like chocolates and diamonds. I used to put a bunch of chocolate all over my penis and say, "Here's your present." They'd always lick it off right away, and I never got the chance to come. Now I put a diamond ring at the end of my penis. And I thought it would work. But it's so tight around my penis that it's impossible for me to come. It sucks. But this year, guess what I did? Thought I'd try the chocolate thing. Ring came right off. And it was another one of my fiancées, after the last one passed away, she choked on the ring. She survived, but broke up with me for trying to kill her. Also, the fact that I only got her a chocolate covered penis with a ring on it for Valentine's Day, and that was it. It also didn't help that she was raped by a man the previous Valentine's Day who put chocolate on his penis. Pretty sure it was me at a party when she was drunk and she didn't remember me. I don't know who else does things like that. That's really creative and romantic.
I think that Valentine's Day encourages women to get fat, and that's something I don't agree with. For example, have you noticed how many women use pregnancy as an excuse for gaining an atrocious amount of weight? I don't agree with it. I don't support it. Rose flag, you are so fat, I can't even comprehend it.
So many kids at school that used to think Valentine's Day was cool. I used to be like, I call it, it's not, what is it? What are you, Valentine's gay?
You know why I love Valentine's Day? Because I love anything heart-shaped, because it just reminds me of an ass. And I love asses. It's hard to describe sometimes. They're pretty great. Have you ever seen one on like a woman or a feminine man?
My Valentine this year, if I could choose one, would be Oprah Winfrey. Because I love a powerful woman who isn't black.
The best Valentine's Day card I ever got was probably my ex-girlfriend Jenna's suicide note. Probably the best news I've ever gotten. Really freed up my weekend that year. I wanted to go to the ball game with the fellas, but she didn't want me to go. She thought we should spend time together. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Periods.
Thanks, Cupid, for inventing roofies. They work way better than those arrows.
I think the best thing about being alone on Valentine's Day is the crippling depression.
Watson's Male Prostitute Service. Making sure you're not alone on Valentine's Day since 1956. But mostly making sure that I'm not alone. Thanks, guys.